relax first, relax. Release him, relax. Take what's going on?
This one, Chris. I'm not giving my money.
Relax now, release him. How much is the money? How much?
You like give me 6K, give my 6K, you dey mad. Where my money? I don't see that kind of my money.
I release my friend now. 6,000 naira.
Take it, really? They're mad, they look fake. I don't be mad.
Tunde was always there.
I want to talk about a movie that I watched recently. But before I do that, a little backstory. 2019-2020, I used to watch a lot of YouTube movies. In a way, it was like a coping mechanism. I was going through a lot at that time, and just being able to lose myself in a movie, it just helped. Apart from praying and all of that, but there was times when, like, watching a movie was just what I could do. And I was able to discover YouTube movies way before it became a popular thing among Nigerian movie producers, because there are a lot now. Actually, everybody has a TV. Most actors, also Nigerian actors, have a TV, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I believe that it's the dream of many actors to become producers, because that's how you really are able to own, your own movies and things like that. So it's not such a bad thing, actually. But the other side of that is that there are just so many movies now on YouTube, and some stories are recycled and tired and just a downright waste of time. Now, that is not to insult people that still enjoy these movies. I mean, we all have different tastes, so yeah, everybody should do what they deem fit. But I personally just feel like, because there are so many movie producers on YouTube, the quality of the stories have been dwindling, and it just reminds me of those times when I was little and there was this TV program. I don't know if it is MITV or AIT. I don't know. I can't remember. Or LTV, where there was this session where this woman would come and talk about the different movies that have hit the cinema at Ebbing, Pedro Lane, Idumota. The days of CDs and so on, CDs and DVDs, and you can have like 60 movies or 100 movies in a week, and maybe just 10 are really like what the hype. But then, if they didn't have a market for those movies, I'm sure they would have stopped. And so, in the same way, YouTube movies have that too. If these movies are not interesting to some people, I'm sure some channels would have stopped. But in the midst of all this, proliferation of Nigerian movies and commonization of our storylines and things like that, there are certain channels that are doing well. They've been able to carve a niche for themselves. People like Ruth Kadiri, Omoni Oboli, Uchenna Mbunabor, and the likes have been able to distinguish themselves. They have some really amazing stories, right? Some of them are stories that we're aware of, but then with a twist to it. They're doing okay. They're doing okay, and at least in my opinion, they're doing okay. But there's somebody that I just like how she doesn't release movies often, and when she does, you can see that she's putting a lot of effort into it, and that's Bimbo Ademoye. I've seen some of the movies that has been released on her channel, but there's some that I feel like she's more involved in it. She is involved in the storyline, the writing of the storyline, and it's really nice. The last time I was here when I reviewed a movie, it was a movie Broken Hallelujah. I shared my thoughts about it. If you've not watched the video, you can still do that. And she released that about 2 months ago, and then about a week ago she released another one called To Be a Friend, and I watched the movie this week, and it was nice. It was nice. I liked it. And whenever she releases a movie on her channel, I'm more interested in watching it, because I feel like she's not doing this every AK market day, so definitely she would have put in more effort to it, right? And I wasn't disappointed. I guess another reason why I was interested in the movie was because at some point in time, sometime in February, I was talking about witchcraft and friendship, and that movie really highlighted that kind of situation where you have a friend that wants to, that is really not a friend. They are more of an enemy, but you just did not know because you're unassuming. And that was the situation in this movie. I don't want to say too much about it so that I don't like, give spoilers. But so far so good. It has over millions of views already, and I would like to see it increase in number. It's a really nice movie. Um Although like there were certain aspects that I did not like. Let me just say that so far so good. What I've noticed about Bimbo Ademoye movies is that you can tell the direction it is going, but the storyline is nice, like the plot is good, but you can just tell that this is most likely where this is going. You may not just know how it will pan out, but you can just tell that this is where it's going, so there's not much suspense per se. But this particular one that I watched, it had some suspense and it did not have some suspense. But what I liked about it was how that it highlighted that sometimes the friends that you discover are not necessarily the ones that you've always known, but the ones that you make when you're at the lowest point of your life. That's really what I took away from the movie, and I think it is very true to an extent. Friends that we make during our time of adversity usually I don't know, like I can't say speak for everyone, but they usually last longer. Friends that are there for us when we didn't have much usually last longer, are usually more truthful to us, like more are usually more truthful friendships. How do I put it now? They're most likely true friends, right? um Adversity has a way of bringing out the worst and the best in us, and when we discover a friend in those times, we are most likely going to trust them, because as at the time when they became friends with us, we didn't really have anything to offer them and they still stayed. And so yeah, I like the movie, and I think our movies can only get better as time goes on. And yeah, kudos to her. I don't know. Have you seen the movie? What did you like about it? I would like to know. All right. That's it. I will be seeing you guys soon. Bye for now.